Am I the a-hole for not allowing my sister to wear anything of my mom's on her wedding day? I 30F have a half-sister 23F who is getting married sometime in 2025. Half-sister is my dad's child. She's actually the child he had after an affair while married to my mom. My parents divorced when my mom learned dad had cheated on her, and things became more tense after she found out the person he cheated with had gotten pregnant. My dad told her that the other woman was out of the picture and my mom could have a second child that she always wanted and we could be a family. I was there for part of the conversation because dad wanted me to be excited for a sibling and thought it would win my mom over. My mom stood firm with dad. Dad would tell my half-sister that we had the same mom. He'd talk like that around me and tell me to shut it when I told him to stop lying. He also told me mom could be a kind person and step up for a child who had no mother. According to him, the affair partner found someone else to be the affair partner of and didn't want to know my half-sister. When I was 11, my mom died, so I went to live with dad. About a year later, dad got married. But even after he got married, he taught my half-sister that my mom was her mom. I'll say whatever hope we had of a relationship was ended by my dad doing this. Because she wouldn't believe me when I told her she had a different mom, and she hated me for not giving her photos and stuff of moms, and for not making my family acknowledge her as their granddaughter like I was acknowledged. My dad's wife never became a mom to my half-sister, even though she admitted to desperately wanting one because she was so hung up on my mom. My mom left me everything, and my grandparents took care of the stuff for me until I became independent. I wore some of mom's wedding jewelry on my wedding day as well as her veil. I didn't invite my dad or any of his family, including my half-sister, but she saw photos. So she reached out to me on social media and told me she wanted some of mom's stuff for her wedding, and I said no. She told me now is not the time to be selfish, and I told her she's entitled to nothing and she'll have to find other things to wear. She called me names and I told her dad should really have admitted the truth to her by now. She said she didn't know why I was so adamant she wasn't mom's kid, and it's not fair because I got to be raised by mom for 11 years while she got nothing and for no reason at all. Afterward, my dad's wife reached out and told me how upset my half-sister was and asked me to please consider giving something because dad really messed her over and she feels hated by mom and by me. My half-sister messaged again after this and told me that I was being really unfair to her and how I made mom's abandonment of her even worse. Just to be clear, my mom never met my half-sister or vice versa. My mom did not want to meet her or be in her life. Am I the a-hole here?
Here are the top comments.
Not the a-hole. Tell her you'd be happy to let her have something if a DNA test shows your full siblings. If she's so certain, that should be a great offer. Make sure dad's nearby so you can watch him try to figure out how to stop it. The funniest outcome, given the affair partner apparently moved on to another affair immediately, would be finding out you're not siblings at all.
Not the a-hole, of course not. But consider your half-sister is as much a victim of your dad's manipulation as you are, except she was not old enough at the time to know any better or do anything about it. She's grown up being told lies and believing them, and probably had your dad telling her that you are just jealous, etc., etc.